There's this thing that happened in the 2000s where the girl suddenly be everywhere. Like you couldn't escape her face. She'd be on every magazine cover at the grocery store in 3 movies that year, dating a teen heartthrob. We called them It Girls. And the thing about being an It Girl in the 2000s is that it came with an expiration date nobody really told you about. For this video, I'm covering 4 It Girls: Hilary Duff, Amanda Bynes, Megan Fox, and Emma Stone. And spoiler alert, only one of them actually made out on the other side with her career intact. The others, their story might make you really sad or really mad, depending who we're talking about. So get a snack and let's talk about what happened when Hollywood decided you're not It Girl anymore. Starting with Hilary Duff, cause honestly her story one of the most healthiest on this list, which is saying something. If you were a girl between 8 to 14 in the early 2000s, you watched Lizzie McGuire. No questions asked, that's what you did. The show ran from 2001 to 2004 on Disney Channel and Hilary Duff was Lizzie. Like, in our minds they were the same person, like Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus. The Lizzie McGuire movie came out in 2003 and it was huge. She goes to Rome, gets mistaken for a pop star, sings What Dreams Are Made Of at the Coliseum. The movie made $55 million, which for a Disney Channel movie was insane. But here's where Hilary Duff made a smart move. She didn't just stay in a Disney lane. She immediately pivoted to a movie for a slightly older audience, The Cinderella Story in 2004. And by the way, we literally talked about this movie in my last video, so somewhere here is gonna be the link. The Diner, Chad Michael Murray, Princeton, the whole thing. That movie made her a teen movie star, not just a kids' TV star. She was in Cheaper by the Dozen with Steve Martin, Raise Your Voice where she plays a singer dealing with grief, Material Girls with her real-life sister Haley. Oh, and she also had this whole music career on the side. Come Clean and So Yesterday were genuinely good pop songs. Her album Metamorphosis went triple platinum. She was doing this whole Hannah Montana moment before Hannah Montana even existed. From like 2003 to 2006, she was the blueprint from the Disney to movies to music pipeline. She was what Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez tried to replicate later. And then around 2006-2007, she kind of stepped back. Her movies weren't hitting as hard anymore, and her roles were getting smaller. She showed up on Gossip Girl in 2009 for a few episodes playing a movie star named Olivia, but by that point her movie star moment has passed. Here's the thing though, instead of desperately clinging to It Girl status or having a public meltdowns about it, Hilary Duff just kind of stepped back gracefully and let herself figure out what she wants to do next. She came back to TV in 2015 with Younger, which ran for 7 seasons. The show was actually good and she was great in it. And it was perfect because she didn't try to play 16-year-old anymore, she was actually playing her age. Now she's in her mid-30s, married, has 3 kids, still acts occasionally and seems genuinely happy with her life. She's not trying to relive 2004, she's just living. Hilary's Duff It Girl era was from 2003 to 2006. 3 solid years she was everywhere. And then, instead of letting industry chew her up, she just left and then decided when she was ready to come back. And I think that's a really smart move. Okay, deep breath, cause this section might hurt. Amanda Bynes started on Nickelodeon when she was 13-years old. All That first, then The Amanda Show, which was literally named after her. And she wasn't just cute or bubbly, she was genuinely talented at sketch comedy. Like, actually funny, great timing, she could do impressions and characters, like she was really good at this. Her first movie was Big Fat Liar in 2002 with Frankie Muniz, but What a Girl Wants in 2003 was her real breakout. She plays this American teenager who finds out her dad is British nobility, so she goes to London and has to learn to be fancy. The movie made $50 million and she carried it. Then she's The Man in 2006. This movie was iconic, and if you haven't seen it, like, what are you doing here? Go back and watch it. She pretends to be her twin brother so she can play on the boys' soccer team. Channing Tatum is her roommate and doesn't know she's a girl. It's based on Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, but make it 2000s high school comedy. This movie proved that Amanda Bynes can actually act. Like the physical comedy of playing two different people, two different genders. The facial expression, the way she made you actually believe she was a teenage boy. She is so good in this. Hairspray in 2007. She's in a movie with John Travolta, Michael Pfizer, Zac Efron, Queen Latifah. This is a real musical with a big budget and she holds her own with all of them. She can sing, she can dance, she is charming. Sydney White in 2007 is Snow White but in a college setting. Izzy A in 2010 where she plays the religious mean girl opposite Emma Stone. From 2002 to 2010, Amanda Bynes was in a teen movie practically every single year. She was the teen comedy girl. Like, if you needed someone funny, talented, and likable for your movie, she was that girl. She was only 24-year-old in 2010 and she had this massive career. And then she retired. Just announced on Twitter that she was done with acting at 24. What happened next is really hard to talk about because it involves her mental health and this is something that she deserves to be private about and we respect that. But it was very public. There were arrests, there were concerning social media posts, there was a conservatorship like Britney Spears had. It was really scary to watch and the internet was not kind about it at all. The good thing is now, from what we know, she's doing much better. She's out of conservatorship and she recently dropped some music snippets on her Instagram and seems to be in a relationship and surrounded with friends and family. Here's what made me so sad about Amanda Bynes is she had the talent to have any career she wanted. She was actually really good at anything. But she started working when she was 13 and worked for 11 years. She grew up with millions of people watching her, hating her, loving her, commenting on her body, her life, her relationship, everything. I hope Amanda Bynes is happy now. I hope she stays healthy and she doesn't owe us to come back to acting career or anything. She had enough. She gave us an entire childhood. That's enough. Megan Fox. In 2007, she was a cultural moment. Transformers came out and suddenly she was on every magazine cover, every hottest woman list, every teenage boy's wall. Like overnight she went from nobody to the hottest, most famous girl in the world. And her job in Transformers was basically to look hot while leaning over cars and running in slow motion while Shia LaBeouf screamed and robots exploded. Transformers made 700 million worldwide. The sequel made 836 million. These were massive blockbusters and Megan Fox was the face of them. The thing is, Megan Fox was really good in these movies, but it seems like nobody cared. Because she wasn't asked to act, she was asked to pose and be pretty. So, in 2009 she did Jennifer's Body, written by Diablo Cody, directed by Karen Kusama, a horror comedy about a cheerleader who gets possessed by a demon and starts eating boys. It's campy, it's fun, it's homoerotic. The movie flopped. It made only 31 million. Critics were mixed and audience didn't really get it back then. Now, in 2024, Jennifer's Body is a cult classic. It's considered ahead of its time. But in 2009, it was labeled a failure and Megan Fox somehow was blamed for it. But here's where a story gets pretty dark. During the press tour for Transformers 2, Megan Fox did an interview where she compared director Michael Bay to Hitler. She talked about how controlling he was on set, how he could sexualize her, how uncomfortable the whole experience was. And Steven Spielberg, who was producer, allegedly told Michael Bay to just fire her. So she got cut from Transformers 3 and was replaced by Victoria's Secret model. Let's be really clear about what happened here. Megan Fox spoke about being sexualized by director and being overall uncomfortable on set, and the most powerful people on Hollywood punished her by ending her career. For the entire 2010s, she practically disappeared from the movie scene. She did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 2014, and that was about it for the big budget stuff. Everything else was small, direct-to-video level. she was labeled to be difficult to work with. She's having a bit of a comeback now. She's engaged to Machine Gun Kelly, but they've been on and off for some time, and they had a child. She's getting roles again, she published a poem book, and seems to be doing better than ever. Megan Fox's It Girl era lasted 3 years, from 2007 to 2010. The industry that made her famous for being hot decided she was disposable the second she had an opinion. Okay, and we're gonna end on a successful story because we kind of need it after the last 3. Emma Stone showed up in a Superbad in 2007, and even though she was only in a few scenes, everyone walked out of that movie going, "Who was the girl playing Jules?" She has this thing that she was funny, but not in a trying too hard way. Pretty, but not in an intimidating way. Smart, but not in an annoying way. And it just worked. Her real breakout was Easy A in 2010. She plays Olive who pretends to have slept with a bunch of guys to help unpopular boys get confidence. And it spirals out of control. It's based on the Scarlet Letter but make it modern high school comedy. Emma Stone is just so good in this movie. She's funny, she's vulnerable, she's girl next door type. It made $75 million on a tiny budget and even got Golden Globe nomination. At 22-year-old, she was a movie star, and she just kept going. Crazy Stupid Love with Ryan Gosling in 2011, where they have insane chemistry. The Help in 2011, where she plays the villain. The Amazing Spider-Man in 2012, where she is Gwen Stacy. From 2010 to 2012, Emma Stone got her It Girl moment. But here's the key difference between Emma Stone and everyone else in this video today. She didn't stop. She didn't pivot to TV or lifestyle brands or took a break. She just kept making good movies. Birdman in 2014. It was the best picture and she was incredible in it. La La Land in 2016, where she sings and dances and acts like her face off and wins the Oscar for Best Actress. She was 28 when she won her first Oscar. The Favorite in 2018 got her another Oscar nomination. Cruella in 2021, where she plays a Disney villain. Poor Things in 2023, where she does the weirdest, most fearless performance and wins the second Oscar. And now nominated for Best Actress in new movie Begonia. Emma Stone is unfortunately the only one on this list who went from It Girl to actual movie star to Oscar winner. But why did it work for her and didn't work for the others? She started a little older. Like she was 21 in Easy A instead of 15, so she didn't have child star trajectory. She picked really good scripts and worked with really good directors. She's talented, but she's also strategic. But also I think she got lucky. She was at this sweet spot where she was famous enough to get a good roles, but not so famous that people would be sick of her. She's proved that the It Girl can actually lead to a real career. But you have to be lucky, strategic, hardworking, and talented at the same time. So out of 4 It Girls from the 2000s, only one of them still has a thriving career. Hilary Duff saw the end coming and left gracefully. Amanda Bynes burned too bright and the pressure destroyed her. Megan Fox spoke up and got blacklisted. Emma Stone played the game perfectly and won. None of them stopped being talented, none of them stopped being beautiful, hardworking, or charismatic. But Hollywood has this thing where it decides when you're useful and when you're not. What's wild to me that we all watched it happening in real time and we didn't even question it. We just accepted that the girl would be famous for a couple of years and then disappeared. We thought that was normal. Anyway, this is part 1. In part 2, we are covering Blake Lively, Anne Hathaway, Rachel McAdams, and Lindsay Lohan. And yes, Lindsay Lohan is gonna be a wild ride, trust me. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments which It Girl was your favorite. And I'll see you next Friday. Bye besties!